Hey YouTubers, what's up? It's me. I'm back to do part 2 of the thread number 6. So I did the first 3 questions in the first part, so here are the last 2. And question number 5 was, name 5 of your favorite soundtrack songs. We'll just leave it at that. 5 of your favorite soundtrack songs, and that was extremely hard. I should have boosted that number up a little bit. But these are the 5 that came to mind, and as always, you ask me this question tomorrow, I'll probably give you 5 totally different answers. But number 1, I have to go with this, which is Beat Street soundtrack. This is volume 1, and the song off of this is Frantic Situation by African Bambaataa Soul Sonic Force plus Shango. Just one of my favorite scenes from a movie. I mean, just the song, the performance, the whole nine. And that's just one that takes me to a good place every time I hear it. So African Bambaataa will be one. Exact same thing with this one. I got this record a little while ago, and I did show it in the video, but definitely one of my favorites, and it's Teen Wolf. And the song would have to go. Actually, there's probably 2 songs on here since I have it out. Shooting for the Moon by Amy Holland and Win in the End by Mark Safan. I mean, both of those songs are just the epitome of 80s soundtracks, which is, I don't know, that was just a good time in music. I love the 80s, so that would definitely be one. It's kind of easy to forget this one, but I think this is definitely one of the greatest of all times, which is Linus and Lucy from any of the Charlie Brown stuff. I mean, that's definitely one of the greatest soundtrack songs ever, in my opinion. And more from the 80s, Just One of the Guys, and the song is by Spectre off of this, and it's Tonight You're Mine, Baby. I mean, love that song. Again, just one of the best soundtrack songs I think ever. And that's saying a lot, because the 80s was just full of stuff with Some Kind of Wonderful, Pretty in Pink, Valley Girl. I mean, you can go on and on, up and down the line about great soundtracks. And one honorable mention that I have to not an honorable mention, should be in the selection there. I don't actually have the album because it's very, very hard to find, be it CD, cassette, vinyl, whatever else. But the soundtrack to Last American Virgin, another classic 80s movie, that is also an absolutely spectacular soundtrack. And the song Oh No off of there by Lionel Richie is definitely one of the best songs in the soundtrack too. But again, can't get my hands on one, but maybe one day I'll stumble across one somewhere. The last couple I've seen, they've been on eBay for about $75 to $80 a pop, and I don't know. But anyway, so that's one that should be in here. And last but not least, Better Off Dead soundtrack. I just showed a little while ago in a recent video. But the song I've Been Arrested by You, or I think it's Arrested by You. I added a word there. Arrested by You by Rupert Hines. Oh, you talk about just good classic 80s stuff. And I think I also mentioned in the past, the only thing I don't like about that song on this particular LP is that the LP version and the version in the movie are kind of different. And the biggest difference is the saxophone solo in the movie version just completely trumps the version on the album. So that one little 30-second piece they took out on the album version just to me really took a lot away from the song, but it's still great. So definitely one of my favorite songs from the 80s. So that's just a few of my favorite soundtrack songs, at least the ones that come to mind right now. And question number 5, what does the vinyl community currently mean to you? Before I start shooting the video, I didn't even take time to think about that question, even though I put it in there. But I think there's a number of things that it means to me. There's definitely a closeness and a new kind of friendship that I've developed with a lot of people here in the community, considering that we're not hanging out and that type of thing. It's kind of like just from a human spirit perspective, there's been this new type of way of developing a friendship with all the social media out there today, and I think the vinyl community is definitely one that really magnifies that. And so that's one of the things I think I get the most from, is just knowing that I have a place to go with my crazy thoughts on music, my appreciation for music, my dislike for certain things in music, and just knowing that there's that there's people, and that there's a group of people, kind of a society, a community that will really take that in and take it to heart and respect it, and and don't really ask for any more but the exact same in return. I mean, there's just not a lot of places in life where you get to interact with humans that those type of rules naturally apply. There's always somebody out for something, or someone always trying to put somebody else down, or whatever the case may be. But we really don't have that in this community here. It's really kind of it's a strange world existing inside of this crazy world. I mean, even just with the world of YouTube alone, I mean, you look outside the vinyl community, it's hard to find people talking to each other in respectful ways here on YouTube. I mean, there's just so much just negativity of trying to stir people up and trying to get a rise out of them, and using your computer bravery, as I like to put it. People that talk trash because they know they're on a computer and the person's not going to step out of it and pound their head in. We don't have that problem in the vinyl community. That doesn't even exist in the vinyl community. So that's what it means to me. It's kind of a little sanctuary that still exists on this planet, where people can actually care and respect each other and don't ask for anything more in return but the same thing. So when it comes to music and having that's really what the vinyl community means to me, is I have a place to go and actually enjoy that and take that in and be a part of it. So those are my answers. As always, let me know what you guys think, and I will talk to you next time. I actually have some recent vinyl finds, and I think what I'll do is just stop this and go ahead and do a new video of recent vinyl finds and just knock it all out at one time. So stay tuned for that, and I will talk to you guys soon.